The piece Our Hero is basically about what I'd do with a cardboard box when I was 7 years old. That big appliance box was a spaceship, a race car, a castle. Whatever appeared on the outside of that box had nothing to do with what was going on in my head.
Max is the man.
Nice to see you. I'm so happy you're doing this.
If I ever imagined I was a hero or a superhero, I'd make a cape out of anything, go out on adventures, I'd even sing my own soundtrack. That's why in the beginning I have a boy choir singing very untypically like a choir and more like a bunch of excited kids imagining they are singing their own superhero theme song. I wanted to show my audience what it feels like to be inside the imagination and fly. Now, everybody has their own interpretation of this, but in my world, it's a very enchanted and colorful place. At first, we thought we'd use a green screen like we use in the movies in Hollywood. Then one of my producers, Tyler Thornburg, suggested we use all found items. And then it clicked. Let's show them the cardboard box and this other imaginary world at the same time. The search for the right artist was challenging only in that it wasn't as much about someone's ability to paint and create well. It was more about, do they see this world? Can they live in this world? Ryan Henry Ward lives in this world. My technical director, Brian Knopp, introduced me to many different artists to check out. And then, once I saw Ryan's work, at first glance, his artwork feels so playful and simple and fun. I just fell in love with this style. He really understood what I was going for. I was psyched when we met because he just embraced the project. He embraced how ridiculous my script was, how out there the story could be, and I just really liked his interpretation. In a true artistic collaboration, I feel you can only just present an idea, and then you just trust in the process and watch people do what they do best. Every piece of this amazing flying machine was crafted in his style. Ryan built a handmade, human-powered flying machine. Not only did he paint incredible murals of the sky and the sun and the stars at night, but he built a mechanically working machine out of PVC piping. It just blew me away. What was so fun about this as well is seeing how this is such a natural extension of Ryan, and I gained a lot of respect for him through this collaboration. I may have told him about a world that I wanted to create, but in the end, this flying machine, this world, artistically, is all his. Next, I was on a quest to find our superhero. He or she had to be someone who currently lives in this fantasy world. So that disqualified most people over 9 years old. And our flying machine was about 5 feet tall, so I was looking for someone around 4 or 4.5 feet tall as well. My secret litmus for this was, if you believe in Santa, you also believe you can fly. That's who I was looking for. I met all sorts of great kids, and then one day my friend Lynn Hall suggested I meet someone from his elementary school choir. And that's how I met Max. Super Max. And that was a mere 4 days before the show. He was a little shy, he looked at me with one eyebrow raised, was completely skeptical when I was telling him my idea. But somehow, he agreed. What I loved about Max is he wasn't a stage kid. He was just a real deal grade schooler who thought flying sounded fun. The the concert was a blast. We literally threw all the ideas together just before sound check at the concert. And I would just yell out, "Max, wave to the robber! Wave to the sun! Now you're flying! Now you're standing! Let's switch tonight!" And it all just kind of came together. We all had a lot more fun out there than we even expected. By the time we went off stage, I think we had this great sense of relief and also a sense of, wow, we just created something that nobody has ever created before. I mean, that in who builds an amazing flying machine and debuts it at a symphony. I felt so proud of Max and Ryan and everyone involved with this project. We were just all smiles. That's one of the greatest things about a live concert. You just never know what's going to happen. But what was so fun is we didn't even know what was going to happen in the first place. And it just turned out. It just worked. You know, when all said and done, Max flew that night. We all saw it up on the screen. The audience also got to see the cardboard box come to life on the stage. It was so much fun, even a little bit magical. I think life can use a little bit more of those two things.